Further continuing the Batmanimation theme, and in celebration of a certain 25-year-old animated Batman series entitled The Animated Batman Series, which is now 25 years old, show, a very fitting title now, but it wasn't for the last 24 years, this video features a personal top 10 Batman Beyond episodes list. The DCAU's cyberpunk series in which an elderly Bruce Wayne mentors the new Dark Knight, troubled teen Terry McGinnis in a futuristic Gotham. The list was challenging to compile given the show's general consistency, so I apologise in advance for any predictable episode choices, as I begin the list with Once Burned. In this sequel to Season 1's episode Dead Man's Hand, the reported kidnapping of a criminal family results in Terry rekindling an old flame. A vast array of immediately distinctive characters unite in an engrossingly dimensional thriller story rife with sobering family drama, delectably extravagant action, emotionally accurate representation of romantic uncertainty, and a valid cathartic moral, all coalesce in an episode that wisely elaborates on its Season 1 predecessor. A moment of rare objectionable behaviour from Terry, caused by the fact he's a bloke, disgusting, I'm a bloke too, I sicken me, is a definite flaw preventing a higher placement, though it's made somewhat more forgivable by uncertain circumstances, the narrative addressing this poor decision making, and the fact that foibles are essential for any protagonist. Bloodsport, in which a cybernetically enhanced thrill-seeking big game hunter targets Batman. Highlights include the competent union of tribal mysticism and sci-fi, personified by an equal parts menacing, vulnerable, calculating and visually distinct villain, comparable to the Spider-Man character Kraven the Hunter. Measured bursts of successful humour, acutely unyielding tension, richly coloured, stunningly stylised visuals, rewarding display of Terry's resourcefulness, and relatable exploration of the complications of sibling relationships. Though this element isn't entirely relatable, my brother was never kidnapped by a cybernetically enhanced thrill-seeking big game hunter in a futuristic Gotham City. It was actually my cousin who experienced that. The one lesser point is the fairly simple story, though this is somewhat advantageous, since it arguably allows opportunity for those other strengths to flourish. A touch of curare, in which Commissioner Barbara Gordon's husband becomes a silent assassin's target. Intimate, quiet character drama, particularly courtesy of the original Batman, the former Batgirl, and the new Batman. A credibly threatening, captivatingly mysterious villain, rhythmic, tribally enchanting music with synth infusions, a concentrated, considered political thriller plot, and acrobatically sweeping, fantastically fierce action serve to cement this as a valued installment. The confirmation of a slightly questionable relationship and sporadic, short-lived, slightly forced expositional dialogue are definite but very slight lesser points. For example, I've never used the phrase, my warm-blooded wife, in my wife's company before being attacked by a mysterious, ambiguously supernatural blue-skinned assassin, mainly because I've never been attacked by a mysterious, ambiguously supernatural blue-skinned assassin while in my wife's company. Well, there was that one time. That's a joke. I haven't even got a wife. Heroes, in which a trio of heroic superpowered beings emerge in Gotham, a rich and varied tale strategically borrowing elements from Marvel's Fantastic Four, allowing playful, spirited, superheroic action and immediately identifiable, gradually strengthening characters, is proficiently imbued with unflinching darkness, resulting in a complete, cogent, creative tragedy. Sudden, extreme character actions do faintly diminish the episode's quality, however they are made more digestible since they are vaguely explained within the episode. Out of the past, in which Talia al Ghul, the daughter of the original Batman's formidable foe, Ra's al Ghul...
Though father's name was pronounced Raish, not Raz.
Raz.
Raish, not Raz.
Yes, I said Raz.
Raish.
Alright, fine, Raish, but you have to admit that's a common mistake. Go on, admit it.
A common mistake.
Thank you. As I was saying, Talia pays the now elderly mentor a visit. The absorbing narrative carefully and expertly humanises Bruce Wayne, while humour is strategically introduced as a welcome counterbalance to the contemplative drama, and a fitting, surprising, suitably unsettling plot twist is introduced. Some faintly dubious voice acting and atypical character designs are very minor issues that would typically barely register, though feel slightly more noticeable in such a high-calibre episode. Having reached the midpoint, I will briefly divulge 3 honourable mentions, beloved episodes that fell slightly short of this limiting list. I've chosen to include 3 episodes because 3 is a number. As you can see, I'm quite a gifted mathematician. Multi-part episodes will be treated as a single instalment. Incidentally, those generally interested in animated Batman media may wish to consider consulting the playlist linked above. Firstly, Rebirth Parts 1 and 2. This engrossing introductory tale is marred slightly by the fact that despite being a 2-parter, certain important plot points feel slightly rushed. Though in fairness it was written in response to a fan letter from The Flash. That's a lie. Secondly, The Call, Parts 1 and 2, in which, at Superman's request, Terry McGinnis joins the future Justice League. Identifiable characters, enthralling action sequences, and a riveting mystery are marred slightly by faintly uncharacteristic behaviour from certain parties, and by the use of a tired, tension-deflating trope, which I'll refrain from identifying in order to avoid spoilers. Thirdly, Eyewitness, in which tensions rise between the new Batman and Commissioner Barbara Gordon in a thrilling tale with a worthy twist that required slight foreshadowing to be fully impressive in my opinion. The official list will now commence with episode number 5. Disappearing Ink, in which an infatuated, potentially unstable, recently fired security guard vengefully frees the metamorphosizing assassin Ink from her cryogenic chamber. This multi-dimensional full-circle narrative efficiently reuses a memorable villain, introduces immersive, ever-changing power dynamics, explores daring, fascinatingly unsettling subject matter, with the disconcerting atmosphere being amplified by ambiguous characterization and dialogue, showcase of Bruce Wayne's resourcefulness, resilience, and remaining formidability, and finally the demonstration of experimental, lively, jeopardy-infused fight sequences. A certain fight ends in a predictable, anticlimactic fashion, which is slightly disappointing. Had a more surprising or creative culmination of the fight been used, the episode may rank slightly higher. That being said, to be fair, it's already in 5th place, so I don't know what more this episode could possibly want from me. It's being ungrateful now. Dead Man's Hand, in which Terry McGinnis forms a romantic connection with the mysterious Melanie Walker in between Batman's battles with the thieving Royal Flush Gang. Colourful characters, effortless world building, charismatic voice performances, and exciting fight sequences are strategically combined with a soulful, believable, elating, and ultimately suitably saddening tale of forbidden love. A misplaced saccharine 80s power ballad influenced track accompanying, and therefore devaluing, an otherwise incredibly tender sequence is the only flaw of this masterful episode, and without this flaw, it would likely rank even higher. Melanie being the only obviously American accented member of her family is slightly distracting. It's possibly justified given her frequent travels, though I wish a Welsh accent was instead considered for her. I was available to do it. I was 4 when the episode aired. I didn't have any other plans. DCAU fans are advised to watch or rewatch this volume that proves, in terms of creating a quality story, approximately 20 minutes is all the time in the world. Meltdown, in which a certain villain has a complete loss of rationality. Meltdown. He has a meltdown. I tried really hard not to say it, but I'm too weak. Alright, I tried slightly hard not to say it. Alright, I didn't try at all. After decades as a disembodied head, a fully restored, enormously remorseful Mr. Freeze returns. In this textured tale, important philosophical morality questions are sensitively raised, as potent tragedy is boldly explored, sophisticated sci-fi themes are stylistically showcased, and energetically suspenseful action unfolds. The episode's effect faintly relies on audiences' prior knowledge of Mr. Freeze's DCAU history, which may slightly alienate newcomers, although the story remains coherent regardless, and though most viewers will likely possess the necessary prior knowledge, this sole and ultimately minor shortcoming prevents the episode from achieving an even higher place, since other episodes were almost entirely self-contained, such as Earth Mover. Wow, that transition was not very good actually. Terry's friend is pursued by a mysterious, monstrous, mud-like, shape-shifting, tremor-inducing figure. It happens to us all. Deeply haunting horror is admirably displayed alongside intricate, understandably presented sci-fi tropes, symbolic, striking visual techniques, and enticingly fantastical action sequences, which all serve to enliven a morally nuanced, poignant, exhilarating character drama. This essentially perfect episode fails to achieve first place since, Said first place episode provides more explicit focus on Terry McGinnis, that episode being Lost Soul, in which the Batsuit is hacked by the digitized mind of a deceased, ruthless CEO, prompting Terry to enter battle armed only with his skills, a heavily reduced number of gadgets, and a small domino mask. This entire summary was actually the episode's working title. It was renamed when they realised it couldn't fit on the screen. That's a lie. Intellectual use of advanced, distinctive science-fictional plot elements, sustained legitimate tension, arresting visuals, unpredictable plot escalations, and a degree of vital, measured brutality unite to organically convey profound, clear, universal messages of resilience and self-discovery, thereby condensing the show's chief assets into an isolated, approximately 20-minute tale. With the list now concluded, Batman Beyond lovers are invited to reveal their personal top 10 in a comment below. Batman Beyond haters are also welcome to, I suppose, but I imagine the comment would consist entirely of the word none, which would result in me searching for a Batman Beyond episode entitled None, which I would never find. Thanks for watching, and if I don't see you next time, I'll assume you're being pursued by a mysterious, monstrous, mud-like, shape-shifting, tremor-inducing figure. It does happen. A superstitious, cowardly lot. They plan and plot, but they always get caught. Their evil deeds all come to naught. A superstitious, cowardly lot. Who will buy my sweet red roses, 2 blooms for a penny?